first half of my career, I started with sales, and then I went into retail, and now back in FMCG. So it's kind of homecoming for me after 10, 12 long years in retail. So I started off with cement marketing in ACC Cement, and that was more about rural distribution and building relationship with your channel partners, and that taught me the power of distribution and rural distribution especially. So that was an interesting learning, and then I moved to FMCG, and I'm one of the rarest guys who would have moved from cement marketing after spending 5 years in cement marketing to FMCG, and that happened through 3M India, which was marketing Scotch Brite range of products. And that was interesting stint because we were fighting with a lot of unorganized and local players, and we were creating a habit of Indian maids and housewives, homemakers, scrubbing, cleaning the utensils with a scrubber, which earlier was not happening. People were using a lot of in-house things, coconut scrubbers, and now building a habit of cleaning your dish with scrub pad, which was expensive for that point of time, and that was a habit creation job. So we fought with local unorganized players and convinced the customers about the efficacies of using in a multinational company product, the USP of the product. So that was quite challenging. And then I moved to hardcore FMCG from there, which was Godrej Consumer, which was basically into toiletries, soaps, and hair care products. So there again, my challenge was to increase market share in a highly penetrated state like Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. That time it was not divided, so it was undivided Andhra Pradesh, and I was fighting with behemoths like Unilever, Procter's, and Wipro Consumer that time, and it was a very successful stint in the sense that a lot of initiatives which I took on, especially on distribution, sales and distribution, and increasing the penetration of smaller packs. So we used to call Power of Small, and then and fighting with brands like Synthol with Santur. That was another interesting episode, which I used to call now that I'm back to Santur now. From there, I moved to retail, to the world's largest retailer, which is Walmart, and that was a phenomenal experience because I've been to US during that time. My induction happened in US, and I can tell you that the retail learning starts with Walmart, and the kind of and their core is customer. So in Walmart's philosophy, customer is the king, and that's the rule number one. And if you don't believe in the rule number one, the rule number two is again customer is the king. So so that means customer is the epicenter for everything what you do. The customer should not go back from the store empty-handed. So the availability has to be 99% on the shelf. Then I moved to Future Group for 2 years, where I was heading the private brand business. There we created a lot of brands. We spent a lot of time in building products, new concepts, packaging innovations, and then distribution in Future Group stores as well as in other stores. After that, I again back to FMCG in now Wipro Consumer. I'm heading the modern trade business, and again the challenges this side are the same: how to get the consumer's mind share for your brands inside the stores. You will see the kind of assortment or the product range you're finding in the market. There are a lot of companies already there in the market. In each and every category, you are seeing new launches happening. A lot of D2C companies are being launched every day. So the assortment and the range for the consumers, the choice and options for the consumers are increasing day by day. So the biggest challenge for any FMCG marketeer or sales is to grab the consumer's mind share and their attention be it in their minds or when they go and shop in the stores. So how you get their attention for your products, your brands, your SKUs is the biggest challenge for anybody, be it the sales or marketeer in the current scenario. How you can launch your products in a fast manner versus competition. It's all about competition. You have to have competitive advantage versus your competition in store execution, that how you are better than the competition, how your products are available on the shelf, how your products are placed on the shelf on the planograms, how what is your share of shelf versus competition, is your offers clearly communicated in the store, is your USP properly communicated in the, is your claims, product claims are communicated properly in the store, are your brand visuals, your merchandising elements properly there in the store? Are your promoters or the brand consultants are doing their job properly? Are they explaining the consumers properly about your products, your USPs? So basically, everybody is fighting for that space of getting the consumers' attention and mind share. So that's the most challenging thing for all of us now, and for any company, we have to find ways how we can win the consumers' mind share and share of, or heart share, I can say, versus the competition. That's the biggest challenge for everybody now. The first and foremost thing is about how the AI can help in understanding the demand from the consumer side and the retailer side. So a lot of FMCG companies can use AI now and do a predictive analysis of the kind of demand which can be generated from the traditional trade outlets or even the modern trade outlets. So there are a pattern which you can develop over a period of time, which will tell you that the upcoming demands, SKU by SKU, in a particular route, how much is going to be a demand. You can understand, consumers' demand for a particular brand, SKU in a particular geography. You can suggest orders to a particular outlet when salespeople are going. They can carry that past data, the historical data in their app, and can suggest these are the SKUs which are selling well in your outlets, and you are not carrying this. These are the stockouts, and these are the SKUs which sold well. It got placed like say 12 units were placed, 12 have sold. So a lot of things can be suggested through AI. So I think the most important thing will be building your supply chain system, suggesting orders, and understanding customers' need, predicting customers' needs are going to be key things which AI can help the industry. So in addition to that, the AI also can help in optimizing the product placement on the planograms. So you know how the consumers buy, what are the kind of pack sizes they buy, which brands do they buy, and what are the categories do they buy. So if you can optimize your placement basis that, and the AI can help you in doing that. So if you optimize your placements on the planogram, then your ROI goes up. So you improve the efficiency from the same store, same size of the store. So that is one, and the second is that you can also engage with the customers in a much better manner, be it D2C or e-com. You can engage through AI, that what kind of buying habits, buying behaviors, what are the preferences of the customers, and you can reach out to them in the times when they need it. So you can predict that, okay, on weekends, this is the customer need for this customer profile. So how do I reach them and give them the options, be it the shopping habits, eating habits, and a lot of other things, plethora of things. So depending on the timings of the week, timings of the year, and the customer profile, you can reach out to them and engage with them in a much better manner through AI. So AI is going to help a lot in improving the overall efficiency of the system, be it supply chain, be it the engagement with the customers, and your overall in-store execution. As retailers, as manufacturers, what we need to know or analyze is the consumer trends, and a lot of trends which you can analyze through your data. Humanly not possible all the to get all the insights of the consumer behavior, but AI can also help you in arriving at the increasing the consumer insights of a particular category, that how the consumer is shifting from say for example, few years back we didn't have shower gels. India was 100% soaps. If you see now, shower gels would be at least 10 to 15% of the category. People have moved from soaps to face washes. Very few people now use soaps on the face. So these are the trends which we can see from the data. At the same time, you will get a lot of insights through AI, that what are the emerging needs of the consumer, category by category. Interesting example, that how the in the COVID, how the penetration of how hand washes went up. It was crazy. The initial before COVID, the household penetration was around 10 to 20%. During COVID, the penetration of hand washes went up to 60-70%, and post COVID also, it is not come down to pre-COVID levels. It is still higher than the pre-COVID levels. So that means these are the trends which, if you or we as a manufacturer or the retailer know, then we can utilize that insight in a proper manner, that we capture that when we plan our brand centric activities or inside the store. How do I give a space to the category? How can I maximize the category interaction with the consumers? So a lot of insights like this are happening on day-to-day basis. The consumers' trends or preferences are shifting across categories. So I think as retailers, as manufacturers and brand owners, it is interesting to study that, and AI is going to help a lot. AI is going to guide us. What are the emerging trends or consumer insights across categories, and those can be utilized in creating new SKUs, new sizes, pack sizes, new brands, and formulating new products, as well as retailers, how we can showcase those categories more prominently when the consumers come inside the store, and how we can upgrade them from say a laundry powder to a laundry detergent, laundry liquid detergent, or a matic liquid detergent, and upgrade the consumers, because they anyway are looking for upgradations across categories. So we are seeing consumers are becoming aspirational day by day. So the aspirational needs are there, and if we get those insights, gelled into our learnings, then that can be a deadly combination for anybody. Over the weekends, I like reading books, a lot of books on business and on well-being. And also, I spend a lot of time with my family, my son, my wife, and also I do exercise. That's a good habit I've developed over a period of time. So I try to maintain that. So my favorite is go with the flow. So I believe in destiny. I think whatever has happened for the good. Whatever is happening for the good. Whatever is going to happen will happen for the good. So I don't take much stress in managing things on my own. I believe in that that line of Gita, that karmanyabadhikaraste ma phalesu kadachana. So it's like do your work and don't worry about the results. So results will come automatically if you work hard and if intent is right. And if you're a really good human being, then I think the entire universe will act with you and make it happen for you.